Welcome! Today, we are diving into one of the most common, most powerful things you can do in MongoDB, messing with arrays right inside your documents. We're going to look at the key operators for adding and removing elements and how to do it efficiently. Let's get right to it. So you're using MongoDB, and maybe you've come from a more traditional relational database background, and you might be wondering, how do I handle lists? How do you add or remove items from an array inside a document without having to rewrite the whole thing? Well, let's find out. All right, first up, let's talk about the most fundamental operation, just adding new stuff to an array. For that, we'll use the $push operator. Okay, so let's start with a really common scenario. You've got an employee's profile, and they have an array for their work locations. You just need to add one new location to that list. What's the cleanest way to do that? For this, MongoDB gives us the perfect tool, the .push operator. Its job is incredibly straightforward. It just takes whatever value you give it and sticks it on the end of the array you specify. Simple as that. So here's what that looks like in practice. We're using the update method. The first part is the filter. We're finding the document where the name is James. And the second part is the action. We use $push to add the string US right into the location array. And the result is exactly what you'd expect. James's location array started out empty, and now, boom, it contains US. The best part is, the document was modified right in place. Super efficient. That's a great question. I mean, adding things one by one is okay, but it's not great if you have a whole list of things to add. Let's say a new hire, Smith, is going to be working in both the US and UK offices. How can we add both of those locations in just one command? For that exact situation, we combine .push with a special helper called the .each modifier. This is how you tell MongoDB, hey, I'm not just pushing one value, I've got a whole bunch of them. Check out the structure here. We still use $push on the location field, but inside of that, we nest the $each modifier, and right after that, we provide an array with all the values we want to add, in this case, US and UK. And there you have it. We started with an empty location array for Smith, and in one single atomic operation, we've added both locations. This is just incredibly useful for any kind of bulk update. Okay, so we can add elements pretty easily, but what about duplicates? If you use $push to add a location that's already in the list, you'll end up with duplicates. To avoid that, we need a different tool. Right, and this is a classic data integrity problem. In a SQL world, you might use a unique constraint. So in MongoDB, how do you add a hobby to a user's profile and be absolutely sure you don't add the same one twice? And the answer is the addToSet operator. You can think of it like a smart push. It acts just like push, but with one really important difference. It first checks to see if the value is already in the array. If it is, it just does nothing. If it's not, it adds it. Now, take a really close look at this example, because it's a bit tricky. We're using $addToSet on the hobbies field, but the value we're giving it is an array itself, drawing, dancing. This is important because $addToSet checks for the uniqueness of the entire value you hand it. Let's see what that means for the result. And here's what happens. Whoa, wait, why is there an array inside the array? Well, because we gave addToSet an array as the value, it treated that entire array as a single item. It checked if the hobbies list already had the exact element, drawing, dancing. Since it didn't, it added it, which gave us this nested array. This is a really key concept. If you wanted to add drawing and dancing uniquely as individual items, you'd have to combine addToSet with $each, just like we did with $push. Okay, so that pretty much covers adding elements. But what about the other side of the coin, removing them? Let's look at how to take items out of an array. Let's imagine you have an array that works like a queue, or maybe a stack, like a list of recent scores or some log entries. You don't want to remove a specific item by its value. You just want to trim the list by getting rid of the oldest or the newest entry. How do you pull that off? For this job, MongoDB has the .pop operator. And the name says it all. It literally pops an element off one of the ends of the array. The cool part is you get to choose which end. The way you control this is super simple. To remove the first element from an array, from the front of the line, you use -1. To remove the last element, you use 1. It's a really intuitive way to trim your arrays. Let's walk through this. Look at our scores array, 26, 24, 23. If we run $pop with a -1, it removes the first element, 26, and the array now becomes 24, 23. Then, if we take that new array and run $pop with a 1, it removes the last element, 23, leaving us with just 24. So, after all that, what have we learned? Well, we've basically just built a powerful and really practical toolkit for the most common array jobs you're going to run into.
So here's the quick summary. You're going to use .push for your everyday adding, and you'll pair it with .h if you have multiple items. You'll use addToSet when you need to make sure things are unique, and you'll use .pop with either a -1 or a 1 to easily trim arrays from the front or the back. These 4 concepts are really the bedrock of managing arrays in MongoDB.
You know, mastering these operators is about more than just changing lists. It actually changes how you can model your data. When you can build this rich, dynamic information right into your documents, you can often avoid complicated joins altogether. So here's something to think about. How are you going to use these tools to simplify the data relationships in your own projects?
Hey, if this explainer on MongoDB array operators helped you out, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, share it with another developer who might need it, and of course, subscribe for more deep dives into the tools that power modern applications. Thanks for watching.